Hey guys, it's Stasha. It is the 4th of March of 2014. um, since the last video I made, I got some pretty sad news. um, mm, um, One of my clients, and I won't even say client, my client that became my family and my friend, he killed himself the other day, and he was actually in the last ceremony that I did, and he was represented by the Maitreya card, and he was part of that ceremony with another friend, and they were having this ceremony so they could clear any past life karma that was left between the two of them. And I will just say that this boy suffered so much from, he dealt with his own issues of bipolar, autism, and ADD, going through the system of being put on medications, and then finding spirituality. And in the 3 years that I helped him, he maybe paid me $20 out of his pocket. He was one of the people I've always referred to when I said that I help people for free a lot. And that most of the people that I help for free are the ones that are suffering the most. And he really was. And no matter how much I did, it wasn't enough to save him. And I just wanted everyone to understand why he killed himself. And the biggest part of it was because he hated the third dimension so much that all he wanted to do was leave. And through all of his studies of the New Age and mantras for escaping pain and hurt, and believing in immortality and that we could really ascend just to the fifth dimension, and all of these things that the New Age community, anybody who's watching this that knows what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. When they say that we can't die and that we can ascend through our physical bodies and that we can change our carbon data and we can do all of these things and change our DNA and not die. So people run around searching for immortality, and they keep searching so much for this beautiful fifth dimension that everyone talks about that they forget about here. And they forget about their mom and their friends and everyone that loves them. And this is why months ago when I made the video talking about why this place matters so much and why what happens in other realms and other spirits and other dimensions really don't matter. Let the people on those dimensions handle those dimensions. They're there. When we are here, you need to think about being here. And it's not that every person that I help doesn't affect me, but this is the first person I've ever lost. And he was someone that I talked off of a cliff many times. There was actually one point that he was afraid that he was going to do something bad with some money that he had gotten for a birthday about a year ago. And so he sent it to me so he wouldn't do what he wanted to do with the money. And this is the type of person that he was. And these are the type of people that I do this work for. And for those of you who are waiting for videos from me, or waiting for readings, or waiting for anything, I do need to apologize to everybody why I haven't been able to get caught up. It's because I put so much of myself into each and every person that I help, even if it's a 15-minute reading. And it's impossible for it to not affect me. And this kid, Jackson, it was one of the most beautiful people that I knew, and he was just so lost and so sad. And although he grew so much, he still really believed that he could just escape. And I tell him, Jackson, you're just gonna have to come back, baby. But I think at this point he just hit his limit for this time around. So I thought it was really touching that he waited until the ceremony was over to make sure that he didn't leave behind any karma with those that he knew and loved. And so it was a going home ceremony for Jackson. Now, what was also funny is that the person that I had healed in Amsterdam too was in a coma. He passed away the morning before I did the ceremony, the morning after. And there's this theme that I've had in my life when I was a nurse and when I did respiratory therapy and when I worked in a lot of ERs and neonatal hospitals, that I was kind of, the nickname the old ladies had for me was the gatekeeper. And they said that I kind of, I was the one that walked everybody home. And so I just want to say to you, Jackson, that I hope I walked you home, okay? And he was like my son. He was like my son. He was one of my babies, and it hurts really bad. So I was kind of in shock the last couple of days that hadn't really hit me. But I realized today I'm pretty affected by it because I make this my work. And you know, he had some attachments. He had a lot of attachments from lower entities, and he knew it. And we worked on removing them, and we did a lot of work, and we removed a lot of them, but they were still there. And these lower negative. Trumpet. Oh shit. That was my spirit scanner. It just talked and said trumpet. I think that means a lot of things. The trumpet threw me off. I totally forgot what I was saying. What I'm trying to say is that those attachments were still affecting him, and they run your mind, and they run your emotions, and they make you feel helpless, and they make you feel hopeless. And this is why I am doing deliverance work. If people don't understand why I have shifted my focus into such a specific direction, it is for a reason. Because this is a very real thing. People don't want to believe in demons and lower negative entities and jinn, and they don't want to believe it. That's fine. But this was proof enough for me that these things are very real, and they affect people, and they take their lives away from them. And I'm not going to blame it on an attachment. I mean, of course, you know, Jackson, he's a big boy. He was only in his 20s, but he's a big boy, and he still made the decision to take his life. But I have to say that it could not have been 100% him. So I will continue to help everybody that I can, and I just hope that I don't lose anyone else to this. And I know it's not my cross to bear, but it still feels personal because he was just one I went the extra mile for, and I do that for everybody, but you know, there's just some people you feel a very strong compassion towards. And he had nothing. He came from nothing, and he had no one. And in the end, that's how it ended too, you know. He has his mother and his friends, and there's a group of us girls that were all very close to him, and we all know him very well. And, you know, to us, we were his family. So the people that he impacted was very loving. There was nothing negative you could say about him. So that's when you know an attachment is taken over. So I will continue to make this my life's work, no matter how hard it is, and no matter how painful it gets. But this is real, guys. This is as real as it gets. So to Jackson, I love you. I hope you made it home safe. And to all of Jackson's friends and family, thank you to all of your well wishes to me. Thank you to everyone. They were more worried about me, it seemed like, because he called me his mom to everybody. And so thank you to all of you, Tracy, Anna, Collins, Savannah, Kevin, all of you. And if nothing else, I hope that I can help some of you if in the future you feel the same way. Or anyone that sees this video, if you feel that you are hopeless and that you need to give up, you don't. You can talk to me. On my website and in my Etsy shop, I have something called a spiritual counseling session, which is what I did with Jackson almost on a weekly basis for about 3 years. And if you can't afford it, I will work with anybody who needs help. I really will. Because at this point, it's just getting more and more serious, you know? And I know he would want me to be happy and not sad. And I've already had him come to me and ask for forgiveness for what he did. I said, silly. Everyone forgives you. We just feel sad that we lost him. But I have to be 100% myself, because this journey to Rennes-le-Chateau is not a joke. It's very serious. And when I go there, I need to be 100%. And there's people that don't even want people like us in their town in Rennes-le-Chateau. It's people watch. The secret is still an ongoing secret. So about Mary Magdalene and Jesus. So until it's been solved, we have to watch what we do. And I have a feeling I may actually not even announce the date we're going or when we're going. And we'll probably do it real incognito on a quick weekend, and I'll let you guys know about it after the fact. But please do some research on Rennes-le-Chateau and understand why we're going to. It's very important. And if you feel the call to support our work or anything, just please send donations on our website. It really means a lot. Also, if there's anybody that knew and loved Jackson and did not know about this until now, you would know him as Jackson Lee. On Facebook, he was known as Festus Bubble Trousers. So for those of you who weren't aware of this news, I apologize. I had to be the one to announce it to you. And if there's anybody that's wanting to send help to Jackson or his family via donations, those can also be made on our website at the donation page. Just in the subject line, please put for Jackson. And I'm going to be sending some money to his mother and a few other things that I had for Jackson, and just some personal things I wanted to share with her. I'm going to be mailing her a big package probably the end of the month on behalf of everybody. So if anybody at all has something they would like to send on behalf of Jackson's family, you can contact me and I will set that up and make it happen for you. So just a little delay in the plans, but I just wanted to explain to everybody what was going on. And for all of the people that were waiting on personal videos, I wanted to explain why I had not gotten back to you. This actually happened last Thursday, but it's just taken me a while to process and deal and accept. So that's what I'm doing. But I love you guys, and I will try to be back with you guys in a couple of days. I made this new oil. It's called Holy Water, Holy Oil. Kind of a joke, like Holy Blood, Holy Grail. And it's basically a mixture of a holy oil and a holy water in one vial. And you can even see like the water's on the bottom and the oil floats to the top. But they're little protection oils that we're making out of holy water and holy oil. And they're just $10, and we'll have them on the website soon. But they're really, really great. Protection oils, things to keep with you. The first person I ever made one for was Jackson, and he swore by it. So we can make different blends for you. We can put different crystals that you might need inside the oil water. Whatever, anything you need to help you feel protected. We just want people to feel protected and safe. Okay, so I'm gonna go, but I love you guys ever so much, and we will be back with more.